All right, hello. It is welcome back to Sigma Dating Advice. That is the new name of this channel. Is Sigma Dating Advice, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna watch a video here from the Undead Chronic, the based green skin on the internet. It's about dating. So let's figure out what's going on with Gen Z and dating.
Gen Z men are not dating. No. Millennial men dated less, but it was between the millennial men and Gen Z that hypergamy exploded and the red pill exploded. So Gen Z meant young men, dudes 18, 19.
Okay, so yeah, let's give the quick answer. Let's start with the answer and then we'll work backwards for the science. The answer is that hypergamy happened. Women started being sluts and started only dating and having sex with men in the top echelons. And so now the majority of men are not left with potential girlfriends, potential wives, women who would be actually suitable to date. And the entire ecosphere, the ecostructure of there being women who are actually dateable and preserving themselves for men and actually dating men within their proper range, and then all the social structures that enabled that slowly withered away. And it's just now replaced with hookup culture, bar culture, hang out with your friends culture, friends with benefits culture. Basically, the culture became feminist and hypergamist, and then it moved away from traditional familial conservative dating structures. That's the answer. Now that's kind of all you need to know, right? The science is that hypergamy happened.
I think they're still 18. 18 to 25, they're not dating. They're not asking women out on dates. They're single, they're making money. They might be miserable, they might be happy, they might be MGTOW, whatever it is, but they're not dating. And women are noticing. Women are finally noticing the effects of Me Too and hypergamy. Except women will always deny hypergamy.
All right, let's read the post. He's going to talk about hypergamy, which is good. Well, we like the hypergamy. That's good. 23 female here. None of the men in my age group are dating. What is happening? I've known these men since high school. None of them misogynistic. Well, don't say none of them. I'm here, right? And all of them well educated and most likely liberal. She says most likely, like maybe she thinks they're secretly Nazis. But okay. They just aren't dating from when they were in high school to college and now trying to begin a career. I am also sure if they have a chance of what? I am also sure if they have a chance of getting a girlfriend, they would do it. Yet they don't. So you're basically saying that just proves they don't have a chance of getting a girlfriend, because you're saying if they did have a chance, they would do it. And if they're not, that must mean, therefore, if X then Y, no Y, therefore no X, right? Is that logic sound? I think that logic is sound. My personal theory is that they are scared of rejection, being seen as creeps. No, they're ugly. You just admitted that. You're basically admitting throughout this post, lady, that these are not attractive guys. So, your age group from where? Like university? It's probably just ugly guys and. So I don't really know where the confusion is. Being seen as creeps because they're ugly. Scared of rejection because they're going to get rejected because they're ugly. Or maybe they don't think they are worth dating when I think they are. Okay, well, I don't know why you think that. Are you going to go date any of them? Probably not, right? So if you're not going to go date any of them, that's really just tokenary. You're saying, oh, you're nice to date. I'm sure you'd be great to date. Well, you're not dating them. Why don't you have girlfriends, don't you? You go tell them to date one of them. Oh, but you won't do that. So you don't actually think they're worth dating, so you're lying. You're just being nice and trying to virtue signal. I think there's a big problem with Gen Z. We don't know how to date. Could it be that women don't give dates to men below 6 out of 10? Could it be that men are recognizing the system is rigged against them and only favors Chad? Chad doesn't even have to pay for a date. Chad doesn't even have to ask. He just fucking does whatever the fuck he wants with whoever he wants. Maybe men are seeing that and they're going like, well, this is bullshit. This fucking guy over here, he doesn't even need to take her on a date. He doesn't even need to wait for a month. He just gets it on the first date. Why the fuck am I going to date and invest and pretend that we're all traditional when none of these women are traditional and dating isn't traditional. So this isn't like Gen Z doesn't know how to date. This isn't like men, because the way she's framing it, right? She thinks it's an issue where, well, men just don't know how to date. No, men are subconsciously looking at the system and they're going, I'm not fucking doing this. Women are not worth dating. I'm not gonna take her out on a fucking date and meet her father and go introduce her and smile and say hi. That's not the kind of culture we're stepping into. We're stepping into a casual, do whatever the fuck you want, have sex in the back of the car, have sex with your friends with benefits. We're stepping into that kind of a culture. We're stepping into a culture where women aren't even virgins, women don't save themselves for their husbands, women just fuck around, and guys subconsciously realize that, so they don't treat them seriously. And then the men who are below 5 out of 10, they look at the culture around them in high school and in their university and they go, yeah, none of these women are going to go for me. They're only going to go for the 8 or 9 out of 10. I'm just not going to even bother. Or they try a few times, they get rejected. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to just put myself out there just to get rejected for no reason. What the fuck is the point of that? Why would I make a fool of myself? Getting rejected by a bunch of useless hoes anyway. Useless. So you can shame men for not dating and, oh, you don't know how to date. You don't know how to approach women. You don't know how to blah, blah, blah. The answer is there's no women worth dating, and you've completely destroyed, through feminism, through hypergamy, you've completely eroded the social structure that men might have participated in to get a date. So there might have been a culture, kind of a social standard. Like, you're looking around at your peers, you're thinking, what is everyone else doing? Well, if everyone else is smashing and dashing, or everyone else is on Discord with no bitches, and if everyone else is just acting super casual and not taking the system seriously at all, then you're just going to adopt that, and that's what you're going to fall into. But if you're lucky and you were a boomer or a Gen X person and you grew up in a culture where tons of other people were going on dates, you had friends who went on dates, you're like, oh yeah, that's possible, that's reasonable. You look at the girl, her family seems decent, there's restaurants that are affordable and they have other couples like you in them. Then yeah, you're gonna participate in that culture and you're gonna get on-ramped into dating in a relationship. But you've completely removed all these on-ramps. You've replaced it with a culture of casual bullshittery, feminism, hypergamy, sexual liberation, sex everywhere, women just dating these fucking horrible, stupid dudes, women making stupid decisions with their body. And then men are like, yeah, this is a shit show. Like, that's what's going on. It's not that men don't know how to date, is they're looking at the bombshell of Western dating, and they're like, this is a joke. This is a big fucking clusterfuck mistake. I'm not going to invest in a stupid system like this. This is just embarrassing. Like, if men looked around them when they were 20, and they saw couples getting together, and women staying loyal to their husbands, and women submitting to their husbands, and men treating women with respect, and they were surrounded by well-dressed, put-together, educated, money-making, successful, well-measured, put-together families, stable communities, stable friends, put-together, thriving individuals, then yeah, they might be like, yeah, okay, I can date some of these people. I can become part of this society, and I can be cool and, make a name for myself. But what do they look around them? Young Gen Z people look around them, and what do they see? They see a world that's falling apart. They see politics is freaking out every day. They see the internet is freaking out every day. They see people getting fired from their jobs everywhere. They see women acting like sluts online and posting their L's on the internet like, oh, I just got HPV, I just got herpes, oopsie, teehee. They're looking at the complete blasphemy of people like Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, these fucking horrible role models for men. And they're like, okay, yeah, this system is like completely fucked. Why would I pretend to take it seriously? Why am I going to stand up straight with my shoulders back, yes sir, and be a good little boy for society when it's just a fucking joke? Everything around you is a big joke. It's a big clusterfuck. And men realize that, and that's why they're all not taking life seriously. That's why they're all on weed. That's why they're not taking dating seriously. They don't take women seriously. Yeah, they want the occasional sex. Like, men still want sex, but you don't have to date a woman for sex. Dating doesn't get you sex. Dating gets you blue-balled for months, or it gets you rejected, right? So don't even bother with that. Like, all dating advice now, if you look at the pickup artist red pill space, it's all like how to get laid. It's not dating advice, it's sex advice. How to get sex from women. And if men only want sex, then they don't need to date. You can just meet up with a girl on Tinder if you're attractive enough. You can just go to the gym and get jacked. You can just get some friends, go to a party, meet up with a couple girls at that party, and take one of them to the bathroom afterwards, right? That's all you have to do. You don't have to fucking go to these restaurants and pay $100 to date the girl and meet the parents. It's just, that's the kind of stuff you do if the society is a high trust, put together society. That's not really what we live in anymore. And the answer is that young men see that, they look at that, and they go, yeah, this is a bullshit system. This does not reward men like me who want to take things seriously and be put together. This does not reward an individual who's got his life together, who is Guy Smiley, who respects women and treats them well, and wants to participate in a good, like, upright, moral, blue pill society. That doesn't work anymore. We live in a low trust society. So yeah, fuck this shit. And some men do the player game if they can do it, and then other men are 4 foot tall Indians and they go, okay, I just lose. So it's not that men individually don't lack the skills to go and talk to women. It's that the current culture is a flaming shit pile dumpster fire. I would blame boomers and blame Gen Z for that, or Gen X, sorry. I blame boomers primarily, and then also Gen X for giving women the right to vote, for giving women hypergamy and the sexual revolution, for not defending anti-abortion laws, for letting their culture turn to shit, and for raising whore-thought daughters and sending them off to secular campuses to go get banged and go get smashed, and not preserving their daughters' virginity for young men. So that's really the problem, is it's a cultural issue, it's a societal issue. Men are looking at society, they're going, the entire thing is a massive dumpster fire, it's a big fucking mess. I'm just going to go listen to rap music and smoke weed and fuck all these idiots, right? That's most men. And then the men that try to take it seriously, they get rejected, they get frustrated, they look at the system and go, I'm not tall enough, I'm not jacked or rich enough, this is bullshit. Nobody appreciates the things that I could bring to the table. Nobody appreciates stability or niceness, or the nice guy syndrome does have some validity in the sense that you actually do kind of want nice guys. You want guys who are going to be stable and put together and be nice and be calm and be, just do their job. Simps have a role in society as family men, as people who keep the cogs running in our societal machine smoothly. You don't want everyone to be a bunch of red pill, yeah, I do whatever the fuck I want, yeah, fuck society, yeah, fuck all these bitches. You need some people to settle down and have a family. But the men in today's society, when they try to do that, they try to be nice, they try to respect women and take them on dates and do the game seriously, they realize that they're a laughingstock because the women won't date them. They realize that the women are whores, and then they realize that the society around them is fucked, and it's not even worth bringing kids into in the first place. So it's men's fault. First of all, men are just subconsciously giving society and giving women the same attitude that they get from society. They see society as a dumpster fire and a joke. They treat it like a joke. They go, yeah, fuck this shit. No, you're not getting a fucking ring, you dumbass. I'm going to slam you over the table, and then I'm going to bounce. Fuck this shit. You think I'm going to treat you seriously? You got these fucking tattoos on your arm and this stupid nose ring around your nose. I'm not going to fucking treat you seriously, marry you. When are we going to get married? When are we going to... Nah. You dumb bitch. I'm going to have sex with you and I'm going to leave. I don't endorse that, but I'm telling you that it's an attitude that's really just reciprocal, and it's just men realizing the message that society is giving them, and they're just giving it back to society right back. They're going, yeah, fuck this shit. The men that can be players do that, and then the men that can't get frustrated, upset, and say, yeah, I'm out. I'm going big Tao. I'm just going to incel max. I'm going to neat max. I'm going to unemployment max, and I'm going to chill. And yeah. And that's kind of the system. So it's not a skill issue, as this woman is trying to make it. Oh, skill issue. It's yeah, men are not playing the game. Okay? You're like Call of Duty with your popularity dying, going, oh, skill issue. You don't know how to play my game. Skill issue. and the player base is going, yeah, this is a shit game. I don't want to play this game anymore. That's why the numbers are dropping. It's not because I can't play the game. It's because this game isn't worth playing. It's a stupid fucking game. And that's the reality. Is dating today in the West is a stupid game. You got stupid women, and you also got stupid men too. I mean, you got men who are giving the middle finger, giving the exact same energy back to the society that's treating them like shit. It's acting stupid. So that's really the answer, guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'm sure go see Chronic's video. Go watch the other 9 minutes. I kind of know what he's going to say. He's going to talk about hypergamy. He's going to talk about women having too much freedom, and that's all good. You should go listen to that. So go do that. All right. See everybody later. Take care.